Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hey, Bobby, if you're still here, what's happening, brother? Let me know if the audio is too loud. I made a couple changes to it. We'll let a few people get in here before we get started. We may need to lower the audio just a little bit here. Yeah, we were using the reels with their clickers Sunday, and I actually had a fish on. The clickers were working fine. Had a fish take off and had a big bird's nest. I was like, what in the heck is going on? And for no apparent reason, the clicker just quit working. So we're going to tear into it live on stream and see what's wrong with it. Hopefully we can fix it. Hopefully it's a simple fix. Yo, what's up, Rich and Leo? Yeah, it's broken. Like I said, the clicker no longer works on it. Let me get it ready here. Caused a big old bird's nest, that's for sure. Of course, I don't know if you guys can see it on this camera, but the clicker button doesn't do anything, so it's just in cast. We're going to take it apart and see if we can't fix it. I'm hoping it just come apart on the inside. Bobby, I mean, I don't know about that, brother, but I don't know if if we're going to need any additional parts. Or like I said, hopefully it just fell apart on the inside. And if that's the case, we should be able to put it back together. Yo, Frank, what's going on, buddy? I mean, we got a little bit of a cheat sheet here because, boom, I took the side plate off of one of my other reels. So we'll be able to take a look and make sure we get it back together the appropriate way. Rich, well, I appreciate that, man. For sure, for sure. Oh, 22 subs away from 500. Guys, might take a look at his channel. That is not far off. Yeah, for the most part, they're pretty easy to fix, I think, typically. Like I said, hopefully we don't need any parts. That's the thing. I have not taken it apart yet, so I have no clue at this moment. Is the audio okay? Does it need to go lower or higher? I made a couple adjustments on it earlier before we started the stream, so I'm not positive if it sounds good or not. Yo, what's up, Richard? How you doing, buddy? But yeah, let me know about the audio. Perfect, sweet, sweet. We'll leave it where it's at then. So we can raise it a little bit if we need to. We'll try to make it a pretty good stream. Hopefully, it doesn't take long to fix. You know. Thank you, Bad. Appreciate it, man. Clayton's doing fine. We're actually heading out for Del Hollow in 2 days, everybody. 2 days. So pretty stoked about that. Um, in the world. All right, picture quality good, guys. Um, everything should be good to go. I'm doing great, my man. How about yourself? But yeah, we're going to be heading down to Del Hollow Friday, so we should be having a blast. Uh, Let me know how the picture quality is. I'm going to go ahead and put us over here. Let me see where I need to be on this. So we're going to remove those 3 screws right there. Hopefully stuff doesn't just fall out everywhere. Actually, hopefully stuff falls out, but nothing's broken. That's what we need. Work, bummer. I'll put these screws over here. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? All right. Well, looks like it just fell apart. I mean, that should be pretty easy to put back together. Everything is there. So we got our pieces. Basically, we're going to take and make it look like that. Let me take a look at it myself here. Well, it all just fell apart on me. So I think we're just going to slide that on. Actually, hold up. I think this needs to come back out. Then I think it's like, oh my goodness. It's hard to do this and try to show it to the camera at the same time. So in fully off position, all right, that's slid in there, and that should be like that, I imagine. That should slide over that. So let me see if I can show you guys. It's very hard to do and try to show it to the camera, believe it or not. So you want that, you want this all the way up just above the the little lever there, I guess. And then you're going to slide this on like so. Hold on. Oh my goodness, I just had it, guys. All right. Sorry, I got an itch on my face there. Basically, once you got your stuff put back together, now we got to put a spring on, right? And the spring, man, this is going to be rough to do in front of the camera. And it looks like we're missing. Okay, now we have it. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So then we got this little spring that we're going to slide over the top of the little black pin right here. This is a pretty easy job, but it's very hard to show it on camera. So, yo, what's up, Hooks and Hammocks? Jareth, how you doing, brother? Yeah, need to be getting ready for that. That's for sure. And then we're gonna take we're gonna take our other spring and we're gonna stick it over the top of this. It's like so. Now I'm gonna take my screwdriver and use that to pull it over the top of this other one, I think. And we about caused ourselves to lose it. So hard to do on camera here, guys. Tell you what, we may go opposite actually. We may put it on this side first. That may work out better. Now we're going to wrap the spring. Yeah, that worked out a lot better. So, looks like it's put back together correctly. Oh. Wow. Crazy how hard that was. The guy really needs somebody to film him on that, but it should work now. I mean, that was like the easiest thing ever. Wow. I guess the real question is, why did it come apart? I mean, that could be the real question. Why the heck did it come apart to begin with? We were sitting there fishing and had a fish get on, I noticed my rod tip moving a little bit. I thought I forgot to put the clicker on. And that wasn't the case. Once I picked it up, I realized the clicker was loose. The on-off part of it. So I had a bad bird's nest. Thank God it was only a little catfish. He really would have got me. But I'll show you guys kind of an overview here with the other one that's still sitting here. Should work now though. Bring it over here to the microphone. Well, maybe not. Oh, I got it turned off. Yeah, it's working now. I figured it was easy. I want to bring you guys in and try to show you though. Oh my goodness. How in the world does a guy get such a mess? But let me swap over to the other one and I'll show you how to do it. Alright, so let me give you a little overview here. So you got your little plate right here. Your little plate. That goes on first. You got your little clip there that holds it on. Then you're going to take and push your, that's your switch. And it looks like it has a little washer. So that way you don't have a big hole and it's sliding against the washer instead of the real plate. Slide that in. You're going to want to have this resting up against it. Whoops. That's going to rest up against it. You put this spring on first. And then this spring clips onto that. And then just take your screwdriver and pull this one over the top of the little shaft right there. So, and then it works again. Like I said, I mean, that was pretty dang simple, guys. As you guys can tell, I've modded my cogwheel too. See how I have a little, what is that, E-clip or C-clip, you want to call it? But a lot of people don't know that the black editions have a bearing cogwheel from the factory. So, yeah. I like to take it off, and then that way you can clean it and wheel it up. That's awesome. I'm glad it was that simple. I am glad it was that simple. How many of you guys have worked on the clicker or had any issues like that? I know that I bought a black edition rocket. I think it was late last year from somebody that they said they went to cast and the clicker fell out. And they didn't even have the parts for it, so I had to order them. But have you guys had any problems with the black editions and the clicker? Because that's the second one, I reckon, that I've had a problem with. And that one, for no reason. I mean, we're sitting there, we're on the dock or pier or whatever you want to call it, and it just fell apart on its own. The old C3 you had an issue with, Michael? Was it something similar, or did something break on it? I mean, it shouldn't just fall apart like that. I mean, granted, these reels are a couple years old now, but still. Yeah, that guy for sure, man. I'm super glad. I figured we'd go to take it apart and it would be something else wrong with it. So, thanks, Rich. Well, man, we're excited about hitting Del Hollow up. I know that. I'm going to clean these reels before we go. So I'll probably clean them up tomorrow. I think I have some more Whisker Seeker line. So now I wish I could have shown that off a little easier. I wish I had somebody holding the camera and, where it was really right on top of it where you guys could have seen it better. That's kind of a bummer. I know I was trying to look at the computer screen and hold it up and all that stuff. So, oh, gotcha, Michael. Yeah, that would be a little bit easier, but I mean, honestly, that was pretty easy. The hardest part was trying to hold it together to show it to the camera. So, yeah, let's give it a pull and see if it comes back apart. Yo, what's up, Laughing Cats? How you doing, brother? I mean, like I said, I have no clue why it came apart. It's like that. We got a friggin' knot for no reason. Guys, I think we're only 54 subs away from hitting 5,000. I have never used that one. I'd like to use the record, I think it is, the 6600. I'd like to just try one for the fun of it. I had they're the Japanese gunnars. They're kind of like they're not chrome, kind of like a blackish chrome or darker chrome. Um, they're kind of built like a C4. They've got the level line with the dual bearings and all that. I hated mine. I sent them back. Yeah, they're kind of like a gunmetal, but they're super sharp. But like I said, mine I got the least casting performance out of them. They only had a 2-pin braking system. Wasn't a big fan. Del Hollow is in Tennessee, Rich, and should be a blast. We're going down there to do some carp fishing. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, it's about a 6-hour drive for us, I think. So, like I said, it should be a blast. Um, it's right on the water. Should have some good food down there. We're gonna stop on the way and get a bunch of food to take with us. And we'll try to have a great time. The Beast is a reel I would like to do a review on. I just I can never find any at a reasonable price. That's the problem. But these bad boys here, we need to do a 2-year um, like review on them because we're on our second season with them, and we'll have to take them down to the football field. We'll have to clean them up, take them down, see if we can still get over 100 yards with them. The things I've noticed from the Abby Garcia stuff is the older they get, they continue to function basically like they did out of the box. Where some of the cheaper stuff, the older it gets, the performance kind of goes downhill from there. But yeah, we're gonna take the drone with us down there and see if we can't get some good footage. Yeah, I mean we could. The I'm sure the before probably wouldn't be that good. I mean, once they get dirty, I've noticed you can lose 20, 30 yards with a reel. And probably the main thing, believe it or not, is the line. Once your line gets old, it kind of dry rots and just it really inhibits, I guess you would say, your cast. Um, oh, I don't know who got the better end of that deal, Jared. I don't know on that one. Four 6500s for two Bs. Well, plus you threw in four that XS50s. I don't know on that one, my man. Well, that is the good thing about the Abby is you can buy parts, and there's really not much to fixing one of them. I've had pretty much all my Abbeys completely apart, and they're pretty easy to work on. So, how's the picture quality, guys? Pull something up real fast here. Whoop. Hey, Larry, how's it going, brother? C3s, yep, great reels. And Jason, how you doing? Rebel, how you doing? Well, I'm going to tell you the trick to that, laughing cat. Once you have more than one of them, that's when you take them apart. I've got six of them, so that's how we did our when we just fixed the clicker on it. I used one from our other reel as a reference. That way, it was easy to put back together. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Ooh, that's rough, Rich. I haven't had that happen, but that's kind of a bummer right there. You wonder if somebody could weld it back together for you. Um, or maybe you could drill some holes and use some rivets just to make it last. But like I said, the great thing is, at least from my experience, have a problem with the Abby Garcia stuff, you can call them. I'll be honest, it seems like for me, 80% of the time when I talk to them, they have no clue what I'm talking about. And if you don't have a part number for it, they don't know what the part number is. So, but if you have the part number, they know what you need and they get you taken care of. But I'll tell you, I've learned the hard way on taking stuff apart. If, if you take something apart and you only have one, take detailed pictures. I remember when I was younger, I took apart some back brakes, not disc brakes. We're talking about the old drum brakes. Took both sides apart at the same time. First time ever changing drum brakes. Had no idea what I was doing, and that sucked. That sucked. I had no idea how to put them back together. It was brutal. So from there on, doing drum brakes, I would only do one side at a time after that. But always take pictures if you don't have a reference. Definitely learned my lesson off of that. And we're going to try to do some live streaming down there if we have signal or Wi-Fi. So we're excited. We're going to take the new camera. We're going to take the drone. Um, we're going to take it all down there anyway. Try to get some good footage for you guys. Thing about that drone is I'm new to it, kind of, so I don't want to take it out if it's really windy. Yo, what's up, Chris? How you doing, brother? Appreciate you stopping by, my man. We already got her put back together. She's working good. Glad it was an easy fix. Really am. I was hoping I wouldn't have to take black tape and put it over the hole. So, yeah, the C3s, they're Sweden made. Now, I guess for a period of time, I think a few years ago, that maybe they were made in China. I'm not sure. I know the Catfish Special at one time, I think it was made in China. Bobby, I'm a pretty good haul from North Carolina. Probably 6, 8 hours, I'd say at least. Yeah, excuse me. Like I said, I know at one time I think they experimented and had them made in China, but they're all Sweden made now. Um, the C3s, the C4 is Sweden made as well. The funny thing is, on the C4, I know my buddy Dylan was buying some last year, and we couldn't figure out if they were made in Sweden or not. It was hard to find the information on the internet, but once they arrived, they were stamped, Sweden. You probably can't see it, but um, these say Sweden on them as well down here. Well, the C3, Michael, I mean that's probably made in Sweden, but there for a minute, like I said, it's I watched a couple videos on it, and there for a minute they were making some of those reels in China, and then they stopped because of the quality control and started going back to Sweden on them. At least that's my understanding. But yeah, the 6500S, those are made in China. I never used one. I don't know if they're any good, but for what they cost, I probably won't use them. The what's the other one? Like a BCX or something like that. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I think they're made in China as well. On the mags, I've never tried one, Leo or Rich, but the closest I've come was what was that? I bought an Achios, and that reel has the magnetic brake on it. Brand new, bought it brand new. Had a custom handle put on it when I bought it, and went down to the football field to make a video on some casting and everything, and it did not work out good for me. I made one or two casts, seemed okay. Made another cast, and it was like, "Rrr." I'm like, what in the world's going on? I thought something come loose or whatever. Took it apart, everything looked fine. Put it back together, made one cast. It was okay. Then second cast started making a weird grinding noise again. I actually have it. Well, I think I still have the SD card that has it on there. So, but would love to try one out that has no issues. That's the thing. But I'm not going to drop a couple $100 on another reel. I was able to take that one back, and everything's all good. They're pretty reels, Michael. I mean, I've seen them, and they look pretty, but for what they cost, they're pretty expensive, aren't they? I think the BCX, isn't it like $100 or more, which is pretty close to a Sweden-made reel. Oh, I believe it, Rich. Yeah, I believe it. See, the one thing that people need to understand about when I do the reel reviews, I go to the football field, and we only have so much room down there anyway, you know? So I cast with a 2-ounce sinker, which is, a pretty good comparison, because if I do it with each reel and one reel is getting 10 or 15 yards farther, that just tells you how much farther you would even get, if you upped your weight. So yeah, a 6-ounce lead, that makes a huge difference. We could definitely cast farther than we do, but I base everything off of a 2-ounce sinker at the football field, if that makes sense. That's why we're getting, 100 and some yards. Now with my the Catfish Pro Purple Haze rockets that we have. I actually have my PB cast with those now. We went down there practicing, probably been a month ago or so. I can't remember. And I was able to get it from goal line all the way past the goal post. So probably 100 and, I don't know, 12 yards maybe? Somewhere around there, which is pretty good distance for a 2-ounce sinker. I'm not saying I could get 200 yards with a 6-ounce even, but I've never tried. I'm sure I probably couldn't. Yeah, well, see, and I use the brakes. I don't take the brake blocks out, but if you're using the mag, you're still using a brake. You're just using it in a different manner, you know. But Chris, the rods I use are rated for up to 12 ounces. So, and if you guys haven't yet, if you could take the time to hit that like button, I would definitely appreciate it. All likes matter. Yeah. So, if you could take the time to do it, we would definitely appreciate it. But the magnetic brake allows you to cast farther because from what I've seen, and Rich, you would know more than me on this because you use them. I've never used one, but from the looks of it, it looks like you kind of keep the magnetic brake somewhat tight, and once you whip it, you start dialing it off and allowing the spool to spin more freely. So that's what it looks like to me. I was excited to try one, like I said, but unfortunately the reel was defective. Yeah, that's a lot of weight. Not saying I would ever try it, Chris, but it does say that on there anyway. Somebody stole a reel from you? That sucks, man. You know, I know people that have had their stuff stolen. Somebody in Richmond had, I think they had Ferguson rod, Chad Ferguson, which is what I use. And I can't remember what kind of reels. They were Abby Garcia's. And they had their stuff stolen. But I think they got it back, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I don't think I've really had any issues. My uncle had all of his gear stolen years ago. He went inside, you know, we call stuff a little bit different than probably a lot of people. He's from Kentucky. You know, we go down to like Dairy Queen or whatever. We call it the Tasty Freeze. You know what I mean? So, probably sounds stupid to you guys. Just like drinks. You go down to Kentucky, you want a Coke, you say, I want a belly washer. If you're thirsty, you get a belly washer. You know what I mean? But he ran in the Tasty Freeze or whatever, the ice cream place, and he come out and they broke his window out and took all the fishing gear. Yeah, if just one's missing, either it's a smart thief and they took one, that way you wouldn't notice, or maybe you could have misplaced it. That could be the thing. But like I said, I think I've been pretty lucky. I mean, in my lifetime, I've had things stolen, but I don't know that I've had, off the top of my head, I don't know about fishing gear. Now, I did buy, I'm going to do a video on this. I've been sick to my stomach. I haven't even taken it out of the box. But I bought a brand new fishing cart, all right, fishing wagon. It's got the big balloon beach tires on it and stuff. I forget. It's like a $200-300 wagon. I honestly can't remember what it cost. And well, it shows up, and somebody had wrote. I can't remember if there's a sticker on it or they just wrote on there, but it says "You're mad." And looked like a forklift hit it, and it smashed the actual metal tubing in on it. So I'm gonna do a video on it eventually. It might be this winter. I don't know. We'll pull it out of the box and see how damaged it is together. Literally been sitting on it for a couple months. Just been sick about it. So unfortunately, with the way I bought it, there's no recourse on it. But somebody wrote right on the box, "You're mad." Or "I bet you're mad," or "You're mad," or something like that. Can't remember exactly what it said. Fishing wagon, Rich, dude. I've got a big wagon, and I love that thing, but it's heavy to load by yourself. Nice. We may do a video on the. Uh, excuse me, Alex. Hmm. I've still got some new in box, like $20 bait runners that are really good. I mean, I used them for that particular reel for a pretty good while, so they work great, especially for 20 some dollars. And like I said, I think I still have two or three of them that I never even lined up. You know, back in the day, I'd buy reels, and if I found something cheap I really liked, I'd buy a couple to put back in case I needed it, you know, or in case they quit making them. But we may do a video on that for people that are interested in a cheap bait runner type reel. Yeah, Chris, I don't think the wheels were orange, but it had the big old balloon tires made for a beach actually. So I don't know if that would be good for, you know, solid ground, but it looked like it was a lot lighter than the one I currently use. I've got a Tractor Supply, the big wagon that I think it can handle 1,200 pounds or something like that, maybe. Not that I would try that. That's the one I currently use, but it gets tiring. Trying to load it by yourself and unload it by yourself, it's pretty heavy. But you guys have any questions about anything? You know, if any of you guys are interested in helping support the channel, you can become a member for $1.99. Click that blue button that says join right beside the subscribe button. We definitely appreciate it. Hey Eric, how you doing, brother? Or if you know anybody that might be interested in subscribing, share it out with them. Share the channel out with them. Like I said, I think we're only like 54 or 56 subs away from 5,000. And you know, once we hit that, we'll probably try to do a giveaway. We'll have to see what money allows us to do. It may take us a little bit longer to put some cash together for it. Like I said, we bought the new camera, we bought a drone, we bought the new GoPro 10. We've just invested so much money. I think we've invested, I don't know, God, probably almost $5,000 looking for, you know, to upgrade for next year when we get out here and do some more videos and stuff. Thank you, babe. I know a lot of people think you make a lot from YouTube, but we don't make anywhere near what we spent for the whole year. We won't make what we spent. So, boom, Michael's renewed his membership. Thank you, brother. Milo Mister, I would love to try that reel out. Well, that wouldn't be a 5,000 member giveaway. That'd just be 5,000 subs. And I honestly don't know, Jared. I really couldn't tell you. I would like to do a giveaway, but like I said, we don't make much money from YouTube, you know, and we actually give away way more than we take in. So we're just a small channel. I mean, we're monetized, but we give away probably more than we make in a month. So we'll have to see what money allows us to do. Winter's coming up and all that stuff, you know. The goal would be if we ever get big enough, if we ever get to be a big channel, I mean, I would like to be able to give stuff like this away, you know, but when will that happen? I have no idea. Will it ever happen? I have no idea. But those Citrix, I would like to try those and the Komodos out. I would love to do some reviews on them, take them to the football field, see how far they throw. Those are supposed to be some really good reels, you know. I use low pros for bass, but you know, it would be really cool to try some for carp or whatever. Rebel, take care. I appreciate you stopping in. And yeah, man, it does, doesn't it? It seems like it was just the other day that we had like a camera out there watching the snow doing a live chat. So crazy. Well, Eric, I won't be giving that reel away. So, oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, I'll eventually, like I said, once if we come across one, we got the cash, we'll try to do one. But, uh, well, I don't think that's huge. But like I said, the difference is between being millions of subs is being a small channel. I really appreciate everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you, especially you guys coming and hanging out with us on a day like today. I wanted to get this real ready uh, for Del Holo, and you guys hanging out with us and helping us get that done. I appreciate it. Oi, oi. True. I'm not sure what that means, but Fish and Tails, I appreciate you stopping in as well. We'll keep it live here for just a few more minutes. How long have we been live? About 46 minutes? We might as well keep it live for an hour, guys. Like I said, if you guys have any questions about anything, shoot away. Do a little Q&A right here. Anything you want to know, need to know, questions about carp fishing, cat fishing, I'll try to help you out on that. If not, we probably got some cat fishermen in here that probably know more than I did. Brother, I would, but they're all downstairs with reel covers on them. Doggone it. It'd take me longer to go get them and bring them, and they're filthy. Oh my God, are they filthy? They are so filthy right now. Heck, this bad boy right here, woo, it's filthy. Milo, me too, but honestly, if you watch the market and you really think about it, I don't think the price is going to go down on any reel. Larry, I'm not sure what you're talking about, man, if you want to explain. Oh, we're definitely doing that, Rich, for sure. But from what I've seen with reels, especially this year after COVID, the prices on everything is just they've gone up instead of going down, and it's made it a lot harder for like what you call it, I guess for them to get you know manufacturers and supply on all this stuff, and it's literally um, just kind of made the market go crazy for everything. Well, the best rig to me is what I call a pay lake rig. Um, but most people are probably going to tell you, like Rich did, to go with a hair rig. So you may look that up. But to me, I like the pay lake style rig because it's simple. It's just a snelled hook tied to a swivel. You've got a bead on it, or you can use corn or whatever you want to use and pack your bait right around that. But where are you fishing at, brother? New peach flavor, love it. Caught all kinds of nice fish on it. We've caught a few 20s on it since we've had it. Trying to think. I like using it with the butternut here lately. Let's see how the focus works on this. Is it picking me up? Is it focused on my face, guys? Or is it focused on my hand? Couldn't hardly tell. I've never tried either one of those reels, brother. So I would love to tell you, but I just never tried any, so I can't recommend either one of them. That Quantum Nova, it's pretty expensive. If I'm not wrong, let me take a look at it. Quantum Nova. Wow, I guess it's not as bad as I thought. So the Quantum Nova is only 80 bucks. I was thinking of a different reel. Brother, the thing about carp fishing is you're gonna catch tons of catfish. There's really no way to stop it. Um, exactly, Chris. Like I like to tell catfishermen, if you want to catch more catfish, fish for carp because we tear them up. You know, if you're looking for channel cats, even blues. I mean, I've caught several 40-pound blues fishing for carp on pack bait. So I've caught 30-pound flatheads fishing for carp on pack bait. So yeah, now I mean, if you're after monster catfish, live bait is the way to go. But if you're after channels, I don't know how many times I've sat beside somebody trying to catch them and literally just destroy them and them not catch any. And here I'm fishing for carp. But it looks like that reel's pretty cheap. It's 80 bucks. So I don't know much about it. Citrix, I've heard some good things about it, but I've also heard that it kind of lost performance not long after somebody was using it. What's his name? Fishing with Billy? Have you guys ever heard of him? I think he had a video where he was using it and like he loved it, and then seemed like he had another video or maybe the same one saying that I don't know, something happened and it wasn't working. I wasn't casting very good or something. So yeah, Fishing Tales, hey, like I wish I could help you more, brother. I'm sorry. But yeah, definitely. Where are you fishing at? Is it lake, river? I mean, if you know the name of it and you want to tell us. The one thing you can do, Michael, to kind of keep some of the catfish off is use a syrup bait. You won't catch as many catfish on a syrup bait as you will one that's made with corn or one that has corn in it. So, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, honestly, it probably had nothing to do with the flavor. It was probably just in your swim and looking to eat. But the least amount of catfish would come off of a syrup bait. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Um, like I said, I would probably use Pele style rig. I have a video. It's like an old video on my channel. Um, I can't remember what it's called, but if you scroll back through, it shows the rig that I use. I'd probably use like a panko pack bait or some corn. Chris, good luck, brother. I hope you catch a bunch, man. Like I said, we're going to be hitting up Del Holo Friday, and then we're leaving Tuesday morning, I think it is. Yeah, we'll be leaving Tuesday morning to come back home. Hopefully we get lucky. I mean, fishing's fishing. We might catch some, we might not. So I know some people that have been down that went for 2-3 weeks at a time and didn't catch a fish. It happens down there. You get down there at the right time though, and you can catch a bunch of them. A lot of big ones too. But guys, if you could, let me know how the focus is working on this bad boy. I don't know if it's staying on my face. Is it staying on my face? Am I in focus or what we got here? Or is it hitting my hand? Trying to figure out how good the focus is on this camera. It's supposed to have that eye detection, tracking stuff, all that stuff. A little blurry at a distance. Let's see, it should lock on, but it might just be too far away. Oh yeah, that's one thing for sure, Chris. Location, location, location. I don't care if you're pay laking, if you're fishing wild water, it really doesn't matter. I'm just like you hear a lot of people. Yeah, it looked like it might have been focusing on the flag, Chris, but just like you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's all about this or that." The number one thing, you have to get your bait in front of a fish, and then you got to hope that he's going to take your bait. But Lee, that's all right, brother. We might have some at Del Hollow when we go down there, but first thing, really, for me, if you're using pack bait, is packing it appropriately so it stays on until it hits the bottom and then breaks apart. But you gotta be in a spot where there's fish that are feeding. Now you could be in a spot where there's 8 million fish, and if they're not feeding, it's gonna do you no good. Uh, I mean, maybe Milo. I don't know. I don't use the XS40 either, brother. I'm sorry. But I don't even know what a Medusa lure is. So, but that's a good reel. I do know that. Had one and I gave it away actually on stream. So, but yeah, and then just like you hear people, everybody talks like it's baits this or baits that. But then if you guys follow Pay Lakers and then you see on Facebook, if they're doing a tournament and they don't catch anything, the first thing they do is blame it on their draw. So, I mean, that kind of tells you that a lot of it's in being in the right spot. So, but yeah, I mean, if you got time to pre-bait it up. I mean, we're gonna go to Del Hollow. We're gonna throw a bunch of bait out, but hopefully it brings them in. Hopefully we catch a bunch of fish. If we do, we'll get it on video. We'll try to make a good video of it. Um, I need to get a scale. Actually, I forgot about that. My scale quit working. Need to get a scale in case we catch a hog. Excuse me, fellas. Boys, if you're just joining in, if you could hit that like button, we'd greatly appreciate it. Trying to think if we have any good content coming up. I need to put a couple videos together. Maybe one for while we're at Del Hollow that comes out. I think I've got a carp fishing video we could release. But hopefully we can just live stream down there. I know when I was there last year, when they say Del Hollow, it's in a hollow, and we had zero cell service. So, what's up, Mike? How you doing, brother? Hey, I appreciate it, my man. Thank you, thank you. Oh, we may actually, once we hop off here, we may go down and look for a scale at Walmart. Tell you what, let's just take a looky-loo here and see if they have one. I need one big time. Yes, sir. Hey, Michael, I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out with us, brother. You have a great rest of your day. Let's see here. The only one I see is that junky one. Oh, darn it. The one I see, it's $20, which I don't care about that, but man. They don't even have it in stock. It's that Berkeley one that, man, that thing is junk, dude. I've had one or two of them and they both quit working. Like, I was night fishing and, just the dew touched it, caused it to quit working. But guys, we've been live for an hour. We got our reel hooked up, got our clicker fixed. I wish it could have been a little bit uh, clear. Is it going to focus on that bad boy or what? I don't even know. What in the world? Come on, camera. What in the heck? Guys, I'll tell you what. That camera does not want to unlock from my face, does it? But anyway, we got our reel fixed. So we'll take this bad boy and put it back on a rod and get it ready. I wish the video was clearer for you guys. Like I said, it was hard as heck holding it up to the other camera over here, trying to show you guys how to fix it. But appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to see if we can't go down and maybe find a scale somewhere. Forgot all about it and definitely need to have one in case we catch a hog, so. Larry, I did not know that, brother, but that shouldn't affect us too much. We haven't used any live bait on YouTube yet. I'm sure in the future we probably will. But guys, take care, peace out, and hopefully catch you guys while we're down in Del Hollow. Peace out.